Now, Brad, what the hell? I just saw on the thumbnail now. We're going to get banned already because what you put on there.
Dry Fruit Loops.
Yes, who in the world, what kind of sicko likes a dry Fruit Loop? Oh, wait a minute, there is one bitch, and we're going to talk about said bitch. So let the games begin.
It ain't Bushiba.
Take your best shot.
What's going on, guys and gals? Welcome to Good Will Hunting and happy Thursday night. Hope everybody's having a good night tonight so far. We're gonna have a fun time tonight talking about the female horror villains. We got tearing it up. We're gonna be doing it. Should be a fun little list. We got 26 of these female villains spanning across all decades of horror. And or is it 26? 26, yes, 26.
We got to deal with 26 of these crazy psycho bitches.
Yeah, I was gonna say sons of bitches, but maybe bitches of sons. I don't know.
It can't be a son. It has to be a daughter.
Yeah, well, yeah, you know what I mean.
Anyway, daughter of a bitch.
we got a lot of great. Actually, we got a great list of horror villains here tonight. Just thought this would be fun. There's some on here that are better than others, and that's why the whole point of this is it's going to be a tier. We're going to put them in their tiers, and we're going to go over the tiers in a minute, and it should be a fun night.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a fun night. And I asked an interesting question in the comment section if y'all want to take a vote because I'm just freaking curious. Brad's calling me Mr. Captain Insano because Captain Insano shows no mercy. But what's your favorite drink? What drink do you prefer? Cherry Coke or cherry Pepsi? I know what Brad's answer is because he's held hostage with that question. So
Yeah, like
that. Yeah, so I'm just curious, that more than anything else right there. So let's go ahead and start along. Let's say hello to the lovely people in the chat. We got Chester. What's going on there, Chester? We got LaMantra. Dude, they were commenting since 6 o'clock. Holy crap, you guys are awesome.
I love it, dude. I love it.
Yo, Adrian, how you doing? Good Real Hunting. We don't know who those asshats are. And I'm going to get y'all's answers here in a minute. We got Raymond. What's going on there? How are you doing? We got, I was about to say Chester again, but Zodiac Z. What's going on there, my friend? We got Brandon the Beldums in the house. What's going on there, Brandon the Beldum? Let me get you popped up there. Who else we got in here? We got the fluffy one, Brother Fluff. What's going on, my friend? We got Russell's in the house. What's going on there, Russell? We got Ashton's in the house. Russell, what do you got to say here? P.S. Pepsi is not a legitimate beverage here in the South.
That's hey, I'm
just curious. Okay,
you can't be coming around throwing around the P word down here in the South side of town.
Well, you know what? I hate sweet tea, so that's even more of a sin down here in the South. So let's see here. Gory Tiger, what's going on there? Gory, we got a Tanis, what's going on? We got Gavin, what's going on? Fenderhoff, what's going on there? Fenderhoff, we got Janine, what's going on there? How are you doing? Let's see here. We got Veronica saying 26. Wow, I know. Dude, frick that's insane.
It's almost like the Royal Rumble, Birdie. It's almost like the Royal Rumble.
Oh, and the Royal Rumble's not this weekend, but it's the next weekend for the next Saturday.
Yeah.
So I'm freaking excited for that. Royal Rumble, one of my favorite pay-per-view, or premium live events is what they call them now. Brooke, what's going on there, Brooke? How are you doing? Hopefully you are enjoying the snow because I am too, because it got me off work for the entire week. It made my week. What can I say? Mikey, what's going on there? Mikey, what's going on? We got Born to Be Rad. This is Garrett. What's going on there, Garrett? How are you doing? Let's
Brad's
see
also
here.
rad.
And yeah, see, I knew this was coming right here. Hate sweet tea. What the fuck? I know, I know. And then, oh, and guys, real quickly on Born to Be Rad on their side of things, they're having the Rad Rumble this weekend. So be sure to follow them on their socials of Facebook, Instagram. I'm not sure if y'all on Twitter or the X. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not calling it X. I'm calling it Twitter.
What is the
But
Rad Rumble?
yeah, Garrett, let us know in the comment section or in the chat there what the Rad Rumble is so people can get excited and invested. I just know everything Garrett and his group of friends do is always a great time. I'm popping every now and then, but I am popping in for that event, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, dude. So it's the Rad Rumble. Oh, that's a cool name, dude. I like that.
Dude, they're very rad people. What can I say? Let's see here. And Asher says, I bet Brad's picking CM Punk to win the Royal Rumble. You bet you're fucking A right I am, man, because CM Punk best in the world.
I think if he doesn't, dude, I like not to get into it too deep, but if he doesn't, I think people are gonna be disappointed. I know Brett Man will.
Oh, I'll cry. Snyder, what's going on? Chris Snyder's in the house. What's going on, man? And real quickly before we do some promoting, want to get these comments in real quick. Brother Fluff says, who is your favorite? Angela Baker from Sleepaway Camp or Mother from Psycho? Dude, how can we forget Mother from Psycho, man?
Well, I was gonna mention it to put it on the list, but then I thought about it, and she's not really a villain per se. Like, I mean, she's a mom, yeah. I don't know. To me, she seems more
but
like
she's deader than dead.
Yeah, she's dead. Like obviously you got Bates in in the Bates Motel. That's a completely different story. He's fucking Vera Farmiga, killing it. But you think about the movies, even really in the show, she's really not much of a villain per se. She's just it's really Norman that's the villain. So we left her off the list.
Damn. Yeah, we left some others off too, so it's not perfect. So if we forget one, let us know in that comic section, just so that in the future we could do better with our research. But I feel like we pulled a pretty damn good list here tonight. Where did Blu-ray Addict, what's going on, man? Hopefully you are finding your addiction to Blu-rays, and hopefully all is good in the world. Let's see here. So, but to answer your question, Fluffy, I would go with Angela Baker from Sleepaway Camp.
Yeah, I concur.
And Brandon the Bell.
No, Norma. Sorry.
Oh, Brad's gonna go.
My favorite.
Ooh.
His favorite, right? It was favorite.
Damn, I lost the comments, so damn. My apologies. Brandon Beldam says his favorite psycho bitch is Lola Stone from The Loved Ones.
Oh, good one, man.
Gosh. We're going to talk about her. Mrs. Voorhees is Chester. That's a classic choice. Zodiac C says Tiffany Valentine or Tiff from Gosh, I might that drink already. Bride of Chucky. So that is an excellent pick. And Raymond loves Pearl, Annie Wilkes, and Rose the Hat. All of them are going to be included, but where are they going to line up? That is for you, or not for you. Sorry. That is for us to decide. If we need help, we are, of course, going to ask your help in the chat. Brad, if you want to explain that process real quick.
Yeah, of course, man. Birdie and I are going to rank. We're going to tier the ones up that we kind of agree on, or if it's close enough, we'll meet in the middle. But if it's the ones that we're not agreeing on, man, it's going to be up to you guys. We're going to throw it to the poll. We're going to do polls. You guys are going to help us determine the tiers for these peeps. And it's going to be a lot of fun because you guys always kind of help us out in that regard, obviously. And shit gets crazy, man. Places, they go all over the place when we let the polls have at it. So excited to see it. Really looking forward to that part of it.
Hell yeah. And more people, more I believe jumped in. We got Jamie Hart joined in. What is going on? Let's see here. Yeah, okay. Just make sure I didn't miss anybody else. But Jamie Hart, how are you doing? And real quickly, Garrett says Rad Rumble is going to be a super show where you'll be a countdown and a random other YouTubers will join the stream at random of times. There'll be giveaways and whatnot as well during the show. Ooh, so if you feeling lucky, you better hop on in to see if you can win one of those giveaways, guys.
Fuck yeah.
And then Garrett says, nice to meet you, Brad.
Hey, you as well. You as well.
Yes, and Garrett, definitely I would love to have you on the channel in the future. So anytime you're free and we're free, let's get together. Let's have some laughs, drink a couple of eggnogs and all that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or maybe some White Russians, Brad. You know what I'm saying?
I like
And
it.
Brooke is watching Tremors. I figure I bring that to your attention there.
Oh, dude, you can't go wrong with it. If you're watching in the snow, I would say watch the one in the snow, but don't do that. Cold day in hell. Just don't do it.
Oh my gosh.
Would have been cool if they made a good Trimmer Snow movie though, but they never did.
Ooh, freaking! I'm excited to talk about my favorite female villain, May and May. Ooh, that's a good pick.
I like that. I don't know who that is, but
And
I like
Garrett, we will get with you, my friend. So we cannot wait.
looking forward to it.
All right, so let's freaking promote. Let's get things underway here. Let's see here. Oh, we need to go right here because these are our freaking patriots, man. Our real hunters. They're the official backbone of this channel. So when I'm ever in the debacle choosing between cherry Coke or cherry Pepsi, they will not steer me wrong. They will lead me into the light, into the right direction. So if you want to help lead to that right direction, the Patreon link is in the description down below. Click the link, select any tier to your heart's desire so you all can be real hunters today. But just in case if you don't, and I say don't want to be a Patreon, you can be a YouTube member. This is the hottest ticket to support the channel right now because we offer a low of 99 cents to be a real hunter to support the channel. You'll get badges, you'll earn badges, you'll get cool emojis and much, much more. So you all can be a real hunter today.
Yeah, if you can't do either one of those, just being here is great, man. We appreciate all the support, just being here, liking the video, clicking that thumbs up button, sharing, all that fun stuff. It's free, it's quick. It helps out a lot as we try to reach our goals.
Absolutely. Couldn't say it better myself. And real quickly, just want to promote this, and we'll promote it at the end too. This is the official thumbnail to the Real Horror Awards 2024. This is going to be held on February the 8th at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, the biggest awards show in the YouTube universe, and we're going to need your help to make it that way.
Yeah, it's going to be a really fun night, man. I'm really looking forward to it. Stoked for it, actually.
Dude, me too. And guess what? The work's just begun for me, so I'm excited. So, Brad, speaking of excitement, we got an exciting topic. This was your idea, so I'm going to put this thumbnail up one more time. Actually, you know what? I'll even do it better. If you want to go, yeah.
All right, let's go over the tiers real quick.
Yeah, go over the tiers. Let me make this bigger for you, Fo.
All right, starting at the bottom. That's where you don't want to be if you're one of these ladies. That's going to be snowed in at Annie's. Annie Wilkes, to be exact. You're going to get your ankle smashed via sledgehammer. You're going to be trapped in the bedroom. It's not going to be a lot of fun. You don't want to be there. Next on the list, they're all going to laugh at you. Decent. You know, you could have a good time, but they're probably going to get laughed at. Right in the middle, we got dry Fruit Loops. This crazy idea. Still enjoyable though. It's just not as good. Doesn't reach its full potential. I mean, if you're offering me Fruit Loops and you don't have milk, I'm still going to eat them, but it's not its full potential. I'll be a little disappointed.
Right up I can eat dry cereal, so I guess I match freaking Allison Williams is crazy, which hey, she's beautiful, so I guess we're a perfect pair.
Absolutely, dude. Moving on up, second highest, we got Shined Up Steam. That's from Dr. Sleep, of course, those canisters. Sucking down steam with Rose the Hat. That could be a really good time. But, there's, some room for improvement because at the top, we got Tutti fucking Fruity, man. Tutti fucking Fruity.
Yeah.
Excited.
Dude, and they actually came out with a flavor of taffy here in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. And then eventually they had the talent to take the word fucking out. So it's just Tutti Fruity.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
It's better when you put fucking. Everything is better with fucking.
I agree.
Okay, I'm glad you agree. But Brad, enough talk. Let's get into action. Who do you want to talk about first?
I can't see any of them right now, so just scroll down a little bit for me.
How about that? Is that better?
That's better. I can't see the tiers anymore, but that's okay.
Okay. Let's see here. What about now?
Let's do it. Let's talk about let's get her out of the way, man. Let's talk about the nun here. And for me, Valak, that is, from The Conjuring 2 and obviously the Nun franchise. Shitty ass movies. Hey, listen, man.
You haven't seen the second one, so you cannot judge until you see it.
Listen, she was used very effectively in Conjuring 2. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Scary as fuck, really good scenes, but as a villain, when I compare her to the other people on this list, the nun's going to Snowed In at Andy. She's going to the bottom.
Wow. Okay. I do not agree with you on that. I would at least put her, they're all going to laugh at you, because I agree with you. The Conjuring 2 was the best use of the character of the nun, aka Valak. But because it was all practical at that time too. So anything practical is better. But once we got into the nun and the nun 2, that's when the awful CGI comes into full effect. And that's what really damages her as a visual character. Like I like the idea of her, but just the execution with the inclusion of the CGI really fucks it for me. So they're all going to laugh at you is where I personally would put her.
All right, man. Let's send it to the polls. Let's send her to
All
the
right.
polls right out the shoot.
And
I
Cherry
just
Coke won at 79%. So we could go ahead and end that poll.
Yeah, we knew that was going to happen. Yeah, it's just
Yeah, actually, I know someone very close to you that probably used their multiple accounts to vote.
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely. Yeah, yeah, man. Valak, I just like I said, it's a tier after all. It doesn't mean she's the worst villain of all time, but comparing to these villains here, yeah, I mean it's the worst of the bunch, I think, for sure.
All right, and I'm going to put it as laugh at you and Snowden Annie, just so I don't have to spell everything out. So.
Yeah.
And Brad, anytime there's a comment you want to address, just cut me off. Like, don't feel afraid. Just cut me off.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do it.
For example, there's freaking Rosie, my dear. Rosie, my dear, here is your rose. Rosie's rose on the internet. So don't take it or it'll pinch you. Just like Rosie will pinch you.
There's 2 roses here we're going to be talking about tonight in the tier as well.
Should we talk about one of them?
If you'd like to.
Of course, I'm going to save the big one. So, as that poll is going, let's talk about speed of freaking eating dry Fruit Loops and possibly my soulmate because of that fact. Let's talk about Rose Armitage. I know I mispronounced the hell out of that name, so I was just going to call her Rose. Where is
Rose,
that?
you're so
There
stupid,
she is.
Rose.
You're so stupid, Rose. But first off, I love the actress of Allison Williams. I think she does a very good job playing off crazy, and she really does it in this film, especially at the point of the film. And we all know exactly what part that is in Get Out, where she does that complete 180, and she just goes bonkers at that point. So, but I feel like we could have used more of her in this movie. I think the movie's perfection, 5 out of 5. But if there's a little thing I want done in that movie more, I want more of her being freaking crazy. So with that in mind, I am going to just put her where her category lies: dry Fruit Loops.
Man, that's tough, man. Because actually, I really liked her character in the movie a lot, man.
I do too. It's just I need more.
She was the best part of it. As far as like, the villainous side of things goes, like she's the one that kind of, she's pulled on the strings, making everything happen, getting all these guys over to the house and stuff like that, and doing her thing, guys and girls even. She doesn't care as long as she gets to achieve her mission. She plays the part of being that boyfriend, very loving at first, then she gets weirder over the course of the movie, and obviously the epic twist at the end. So not either way.
I was about to say her.
Yeah.
No,
I'm tempted to put her up in tier shined up steam, man, because she's so good.
I'll meet you there. I'll meet you there.
Again, I think if there were more of her in the movie, if there was more of her, she could go all the way to the top. That's how good she is. She just plays it to perfection, man.
I just feel like she would love to eat her dry ass Fruit Loops. Eating dry ass Fruit Loops and then drinking milk. What a psycho!
We can't encourage that kind of behavior. We don't want to do that.
You know what? I used to eat cereal dry, but now I just can't do it.
Well, you can't do it. You can do it. I can do it all the time, but I'm not going to do it with a glass of milk right next to it like she does. Like that's just ridiculous. Like I'll. All right,
here's the next question: yeah. Do you pour the milk first or pour the milk last?
I put the cereal in first, dude. What kind of crazy shit is this?
Hey, I'm just saying. I've seen it both.
I've seen it
done both ways.
Now, if on the refill, obviously, I got extra milk in there, I'll pour the cereal on top because you have to. I'm not going to pour the milk out and pour it back in, but cereal first, man. You got to that way. You make sure you have a full bowl of cereal and you don't waste too much space with milk. You got to have a good balance, and plus, you don't want to splash your milk everywhere.
Hey, perfect, complete breakfast. And Brad, last question, because I saw this on TikTok and it really intrigued me. Are you a believer that each color Fruit Loop has their own flavor?
In my mind, yes, I like to think they do. I don't know if they
Okay,
do.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page. This is why we're hosting this show together at Good Real Hunting, because we believe in that fact that each color Fruit Loop is a different flavor.
Yeah, I like that. That's the way you got to do it. Might not be the
Always.
case. I don't know. I've never tested it, but I that's the way I like to envision it. Like a Skittle,
The red
or a
one.
Star. Yeah.
The red one's the best one. But Brad, go ahead and pick up the next one.
I'm leaning towards I'm leaning towards let's go with that one from uh what's that Sam Raimi movie? Damn
Drag Me to Hell.
yeah, let's put her on there.
Sylvia, this old hack right here.
Yeah. And for this one, it's kind of hard because I haven't seen the movie in so long, but I do remember her being effective. She was very like, when she comes into the bank early in the movie, she's trying to get her extension on her loan. She was being a good job, just being that like innocent lady. And then she's obviously like, she's like coughing and shit, like just being crazy. Like you kind of feel bad for her, but she's also like gross. Get the fuck out of here. She plays that part really well. When she turns into the demon lady or whatever she was, scary as fuck, man. There's that scene where she throws up all over our girl in the movie. Very effective scene. All that stuff's really good. Again, still kind of, I wouldn't say she's a generic kind of possessed character. She's a little bit more than that, but I would probably put her around the dry Fruit Loop station.
All right. Yeah, I'm kind of like with you. I don't remember her much either, just because it's been a really long time since I've seen the movie, which I am due for a rewatch. But I did remember this. And here's my main question, Brett: is she truly a villain, or was it our main character? Because all she had to do is give her the damn loan.
Oh, she was just trying to get an extension on that loan, man. I mean, that's true. It could have been the other girl, but yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, she's yeah.
Rules
She was.
are rules,
I mean,
though.
yeah, effective, but not so much that that's what I remember. She's not as memorable as some of the other ones. I could say.
Yeah, that's true. So I was originally going to put her at they're all going to laugh at you, but I could meet you halfway, or I could at least meet you there at the Dry Fruit Loops.
Yeah, that's a good spot for this lady, man.
Nice. So let me go ahead and check the poll right here. Let's see here. Oh, and Brad, we got a $5 super chat if you want to address that.
I do, brother Fluff, man. $5, much appreciated. Let me hit us a video because you're doing your part. Let's see. Yeah, here we go.
I gotta do it, man.
Heel. He said, "I eat ramen noodles the same way that she eats Fruit Loops." So you got damn dry ass ramen noodles over here, and then you got a cup of boiling water over here. Is pretty much the equivalent. You just take a sip of the water, and then you take a bite of your damn cracker noodles. I like that.
Freaking eat rubber for the next couple of days when you burn the hell out of your tongue, kind of like eating a hot piece of za, man. Like that is actually the worst thing in the world.
Oh yeah, it's not good. I mean, I like it though. I like it when I burn the roof of my mouth with pizza sometimes.
Psycho. But no, but if anyone's going to make me feel better, of course it's going to be Robert the Wolfman joins us in the chat. So Robert the Wolfman, what is going on? How are you doing? And oh wait a minute, did we miss somebody in the chat? Let's see here. Oh yeah, there we go. There's Destiny. Destiny, how are you doing? I was about to say, like, wait, Destiny's in the chat. So I just wanted to check real quick. So she is here. So what is going on? Hopefully all is well and safe travels.
Yes.
So let's see here. All right, Brad. And to let you know too, let me get rid. There we go. So Valak won at 69%. Well, of course she won, but if they're going to laugh at you, won at 69%. So they agree with me. She's going to go right there.
Damn nun. That damn nun.
Hey, Brad, it's none of your concern.
The Nun and Timothy Chalamet for me. I can't stand either one of them, man.
Who the hell is Timothy Chalamet?
Timothy Chalamet.
Chalamet.
Yeah.
Third time's a charm. I was just messing with you. But who the hell is that?
He's Willy fucking Wonka for some damn reason.
Oh my gosh. We are not going to bring that discussion on this live stream right now. It's behind closed doors.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to talk about Timothy Chalamet. I don't like him.
You brought it up.
Yeah, well, then you ask questions about it.
Well, of course, I'm going to ask questions. But anyways, let's just go ahead and go on to the next one. He's a nice guy in real life. Or who the hell do I know? But Brad, since we got done talking about Valak in a Conjuring universe, let's talk about someone else in that Conjuring universe. Let's talk about freaking Annabelle, this creepy ass doll down here. First off, iconic look. If you can see that doll very clearly, plus we all know what the doll looks like. If we're horror fans here, so Annabelle, look, just it's kind of like she's staring right through my soul right now. She's just creepy as hell, but it's just I don't know. Like I loved her in the first Conjuring movie just because again perfection, James Wan. But once we get to our individual movies, especially with the first Annabelle. Yeah, but as we get to Annabelle Creation, very underrated. She was a lot better in that one. And then when Annabelle Comes Home, that was just a fun time. So I'm all over the place. And when I'm all over the place, I'm going to put them right in the middle. So I'm going to say Dry Fruit Loops.
Yeah, I don't like her. I don't like her at all. Again, effectively used in Conjuring.
Right, we're not supposed to like any of these women.
Well, there's a few of them I do, but she's not one of them.
Except for one. Yeah, maybe two.
I don't like her. She's no good. She was used effectively in the first Conjuring movie. She was used. They did her movies, 3 of her movies. She wasn't compelling at all in any of them. Creations maybe a little bit, but it still doesn't knock me away by any means. The third movie sucked. The first movie sucks overall. Again, not to say she's the worst ever, but in comparison to these on the board here, she's bottom tier, 100% for me.
So snowed in at Annie's?
That's where I got, man. That's what I got.
All right. So let's see here. Let me get back here. Let's see here. Dry Fruit Loops, Snow at Annie's. So she's going to be right beside Valak. What the freaking odds of that?
Yeah, bunch of fucking losers. Bunch of fucking losers, man.
Oh, gosh. Before we go to our next one, I did see someone else new pop in. That is Jeffrey Miller. Jeffrey Miller, how are you doing? Damn none. Is that for like because how awesome she is, or if she won't go away, or is it like, damn, fuck that bitch?
Yeah, no, fuck that bitch.
So, Brad, you are the next one.
All right. Let's do this lady here from Rosemary's Baby.
We're talking about I got the notes here. Ruth Gordon. This is the elderly lady who would not leave Rosemary alone.
Yeah, she's great. If I'm not mistaken, she might have won an Oscar for the before. I can't remember.
For Best Supporting Actress. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah, the performance was absolutely outstanding. She kind of plays the friendly neighbor through most of the movie, but again, it's kind of like our girl Rose up there. You think she's her friend for a little bit, and then things start kind of taking turns throughout the movie, and you find out she's not towards the end. She did a great job. Like honestly, again, the movie wouldn't be as good as it is without her. It's kind of similar to fuck it, man. I think I'll go Shonda up Steam for her. I think I'll do it. If you want to go there too, I'm good with it. Because again, it's not really what I like. She's an important aspect of the movie, but it's not necessarily what I think about when I think about the movie. So I could put her at Dry Fruit Loops. If you wanted to
you know what? Let's let the people vote because I'm like between Shonda up Steam and Dry Fruit Loops as well. So let's let the people vote real quick.
Let's do it.
Let me go ahead and get a poll here. Ruth Gordon, Fruit Loops, or not Stream, Steam. There we go. We're doing a stream. We're doing a stream right now. So
what is that, Birdie? That's 2 people on this list that got Oscars for the roles.
Wait, who's the second one?
Kathy Bates.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that crazy psycho here in a minute. So fuck yeah. But real quickly, my thoughts on Ruth Gordon. I'm like with Brad. She's very important in the movie, but for some reason, to me, first of all, I'm not the biggest fan of Rosemary's Baby. I respect the movie and I give it dude's like a 4 out of 5, but it's like one of those 4 out of 5. So I'm just mainly giving it because I know the importance of that movie for its time. And she definitely helps enhances the movie, especially kind of like you said, Brad, in the third act, we learn more about her. And do not take a necklace from this crazy psycho. I will highly suggest that. But I could go either way with Shot Up Steam or Dry Fruit Loops with her because I can understand it from both ways.
That's kind of how I am because I feel like if I'd seen the movie more recently, I haven't seen it in years. I'd probably be all about the Shined Up Steam, and that's kind of why I lean that way. But it's also like just based on memory and how much I remember her being a standout. But it's kind of like the lady from Drag Me to Hell. It's like it's not what I think about when I think about the movie per se. It's just yeah. So I just put it in the middle. But I like the way we'll vote on it. We'll get the people involved. They can figure it out. Once you pick the next person while they're doing that.
Well, dude, we talk about like Rosemary's Baby, but we don't think about Ruth Gordon. But there is this next person we're going to talk about. You definitely think of this freaking crazy bitch when you mention this movie. Ma. My. Okay, first off, I'm just curious of people in the chat. How many of you all have seen Ma with Octavia Spencer? Because I'm just curious. Because this is, to me, like when I first saw this in theaters, I was like, what in the hell is this? I'm just simple 3 out of 5. But I definitely want to give this a rewatch now because I feel like I will enjoy the hell out of this and make this actually one of Birdie's hidden gems. I feel like it's mainly because of Octavia Spencer. Everything else about the movie is just not very good, but she makes this movie happen. She actually just gives this movie meaning. She was just absolutely terrific. So I'll be honest with you, Brad. I know this is freaking crazy. I'm going to give her Shined Up Steam because literally without her, this movie would be like a 1 out of 5.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think again, she's the part that makes the movie. She's what makes this movie somewhat fun. The rest of the movie sucks, like you said. I agree with everything you said there. It's totally Octavia Spencer just out there having a good time. They remember the hey, come to Ma's house. We're gonna party in the basement, have a couple laughs. I mean, like when she's on the video and stuff. Here's the reason I'm not gonna go for it. I'm not gonna put her up that high. I'm going to put her at Dry Fruit Loops. I'm going to put her at Dry Fruit Loops because she is so good. But you also got to have, in order to have a good villain, a really good villain, you also got to have a kind of a compelling story, in my opinion. It's kind of like you can't have a good hero without a good villain. It goes the other way around as well. Because I don't really care about the other people in there. She's not to me like the super villain that I almost kind of pull for her because she's just so fun in the movie. I'm kind of hoping she kills all these kids. How crazy is that?
Especially that bedroom singer. You know what I mean?
I'm just pulling for her. But again, it's not like Rose up here. It's not like you have this compelling, counterpart to her character that she's tormenting or anything like that. So for me, Dry Fruit Loops is the ceiling for me, just because the rest of the it's not her fault, but again, it doesn't propel her into villain stardom for me. So she's going to stay at Dry Fruit Loops for me.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and put her there too, Brad, just to make it easy. And plus, you're right, because for a strong feeling, you need a great protagonist. And that movie, that's what the movie mainly lacked, was a good protagonist. And it sucks because you could tell Octavia Spencer was giving it her all. So I'll agree with you. I would put her at Dry Fruit Loops.
She was fucking awesome in the movie, though.
I loved her so much, man. And just in case if you don't know who Octavia Spencer is, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, the nurse that gets freaking stabbed repeatedly, that's the girl that got stabbed.
Also a great actress outside of those two horror movies.
She's done
great.
Dinner with the Schmucks, when she could read the animals' minds and go over their experiences. They'll put the lobster in there. What are you doing? Yeah, so great. Oh, Raymond loves Ma. Hell yeah! See, we're not the only ones.
So yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, she makes it. She makes it worth the watch at least.
Yes, we did our job, Brad. We're hunting good reels, so they don't have to. Jamie is adding Ma to the watch list.
Hell yeah,
Rosie, no.
It's not a good movie. It's not.
It's really not a good movie. But if you're just watching it just because you appreciate someone, you watch it.
Yeah.
And Brandon says Octavia was the highlight of the film for me. Absolutely. Blu-ray said it was fun. And Russell says Ma is also a sympathetic character, though. Yeah, in a way.
Yeah.
until
Oh yeah,
she goes
definitely.
crazy.
That's what I was saying. It's like, honestly, like, so the people in the top two tiers for me are characters that I hate, but in a good way. I hate them because they're so good and they're doing their part as a villain. And I don't have that feeling for her. I actually, like I said, she is. You care about her. You in a way, in a sick, twisted way, you feel a little bad for her, but she's also just fucking. She's a fun ride.
No, absolutely. And Veronica says too, The Help too. Actually, I've not heard of The Help. Is that any good, Veronica?
Oh, yeah, yeah. She's that's what I say. She does a lot of good
Oh, okay.
dramatic roles. A lot of good dramatic roles. That being one of
That's
them.
like her forte.
Yeah.
So, speaking of fortes here, let's check out the poll real quick, Brad. Actually, I'm going to let this poll go a little bit more. It's actually a lot closer than I anticipated. So let's go ahead and go with the next one. So, Brad, that's up to you.
Okay. Let's talk about Mother Deadite here. And from Evil Dead Rise. We picked her. There's actually, 3, 4 different female villains in the Evil Dead franchise, to an extent. But we picked her. I think she's the best. I think she's the strongest because she has that connect. She's the mom of the people she's tormenting. It's one thing.
Yeah.
It's your sister or your girlfriend. That sucks too. This is your mom, so that makes it a little bit more twisted, a little bit more creepy. And the things they do with her character in the movie is fantastic, and it's very again, just having that claustrophobic feel. You're stuck in there with your mom, who's now a dead-eyed, have nowhere to go. She can't help you. You got to rely on your aunt, who's still kind of like rough around the edges and stuff, but she's doing a good job. She's great, and we have that moment before she turns villainous, where you get to learn about her, and you get to see her as a mom, and all that stuff is really great. So
Freaking
I think
tattoo artists.
Oh yeah, I think she's fantastic. Real Horror Award this year nominee for Best Supporting Actress, as well as Best Villain.
And best new horror character too. So she is in a lot of things at this year Real Horror Awards.
Yeah, to me, I think she's one of my favorite Deadites in the franchise. It might be my favorite if I had to really sit down and think. I don't know, but she's
it'll be between her and Mia, absolutely.
Oh yeah, she's definitely way miles above Mia for me. But here's the thing. I'm going to put her at Shined Up Steam. That's where I'm going to put her.
Okay, and that's actually where I'm going to put her as well. Just because, again, not quite perfect because there are little parts in the middle act of the movie where she is MIA, missing in action a little bit. Even though every time she is on screen, though, it's absolutely memorable, and they always been promoting her like on posters and trailers and everything. So she is very recognizable, and her actions are definitely leave you with a mark. I just don't think she is what we are looking for Tutti fucking Fruity. She's close, but not that close. So I'm putting her at Shined Up Steam. Alyssa Sutherland, you're a beautiful human being. Thank you for bringing us a great character in the 2020s that we'll be talking about for such a long time.
Yeah, I like it.
So let me check the poll again. Okay, I think we are about good here. 59% out of 17 votes is enough. So that is going to be for Ruth Gordon. She's going to be eating some dry ass Fruit Loops.
Well, she's got good company.
Oh God, God! Talk about having breakfast with those 3 people at a table. My
They'd
God,
be freaking. Ma would be like, she'd be over there hogging all the red ones. And then the other 2 would be like, the one on the left, she'd be doing. Remember that dude from damn Suicide Squad that was always shooting up the damn confetti and shit? That'd be the one on the left. What was his name? Confettio or whatever. He was like fucking. He was taking down buildings and shit with.
I
with
can't
confetti.
remember. For some reason, when
polka dots.
Yes.
Polka dot boy. Yeah, it'd be like him. She'd be spitting out Fruit Loops like at people and stuff. Like it'd be fun.
I was going to think that Ruth Gordon or Sylvia right here can be the freaking Shark Man and go, hand. Yes, we all know that's your hand. But good place. So let's see here. Oh yeah, Blu-ray said Polka Dot Man. So there we go. And wait a minute. Why is our chat on fire right now?
Oh, our chat's on fire, man, because there's a guy in here that just brings steam with him wherever he goes.
Dude,
Smoke, I should say.
Matt, I told you to bring a fire hydrant every time you joined the chat, so you put out your own fire, man. But Matt Fauci, what's going on, man? How are you doing? Hope all is well.
Maybe don't bring a full hydrant with you. An extinguisher will do.
Okay, I would think that works just fine. But also, too, I know Bocce just started his Texas Chainsaw Massacre interactive review series this past Tuesday, and I will be on it for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning. So I'm very looking forward to being on his channel here in the coming weeks.
Hell yeah, dude. Going to be awesome.
Yeah, so Matt does a great job with those reviews, or for that interactive watch series. Man. Brad, who do I want to pick here?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Catch a Tiger by the Jennifer. Let's talk about Jennifer Check here. Possibly the hottest crazy chick that we're going to be talking about here tonight. Oh, actually, that'd be a
Still
good
no.
question. Who's the
Yeah.
hottest?
Not going to be her.
Ooh, I'm curious what your answer is going to be. You got to be careful over there. But Jennifer Check, though, played by, of course, Megan Fox. Absolutely the highlight of the movie here. I absolutely love her as a character. But if we're talking about like a female horror villain, I don't know, because she's definitely not Tutti fucking fruity, but I'm somewhere between a dry Fruit Loops or a shined up steam. I think I know where Brad's going to go with this. So I might need to rate this a little higher just to give her some justification. I'm going to go with Shined Up Steam because she's obviously the standout in this movie. She just does a great job playing that bitch role. And what's more dangerous than combining bitchness with demon? All hell's going to break loose, and she causes all kinds of chaos in her most bitch way. So I put her as Shined Up Steam.
Yeah, I don't really know because again, I haven't seen this movie in a number of years. I've only seen it the one time. Never really was compelled to go back and watch it again. And I don't really remember too much of it. Nothing too much really. I remember when she lights her tongue on fire, a couple of little scenes in there. Nothing really stands out. So I'm not going to go positive or negative here. I'm just going to stay in the middle because I know she's probably awesome, but I'm going to keep her just neutral there at Dry Fruit Loops for me, just out of kind of default.
Let's let the people distinguish where she needs
That's fair.
to go.
Y'all can take my vote. I'm good with it.
Jennifer Check, Steam, or Fruit Loops? I mean,
the people are going to decide.
Oh, dude, we love when the people decide because Jamie here says Jennifer Check is 2D effing fruity. And also she says you guys need to rewatch Jennifer's Body. The movie is super unreal. Oh no, I got my Blu-ray and I actually love the movie. It's just Brad definitely needs to rewatch it because he is a fan of The Invitation with that director who's the same director that did Jennifer's Body. So that's why I'm telling Brad that he needs to give Jennifer's Body a rewatch.
I do like The Invitation. I do like that movie.
Oh, yeah. Dude, who doesn't? So, Brad, you are up next.
Esther. Let's talk Esther.
Good pick.
From the Orphan franchise. Now, this one's a little bit tricky because, man, this one is actually really tough because she plays a good villain in the first movie. The second movie came out last year. Kind of turns the tables a little bit. She kind of becomes not the villain, but somebody you're pulling for. So again, it doesn't really fit the bill for me to be like a fantastic, like super duper villain, top 2 tiers. But she is great. Like she's kind of, they've kind of started a somewhat of a franchise with her here. With the second, I think they got plans for a third. I enjoyed the movies enough, but I'm going to have to go Dry Fruit Loops, I think, for her.
You know what? Cereal for a kid. You know what, Brad? That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
I think kid.
I like the direction they took the second movie, but it does make her a little bit less of a villain overall. So I think that's where I got to go.
Yeah, and I agree with that. So I'm going to meet you right there for Dry Fruit Loops. You pretty much hit all the majorness in terms of her character. But the other thing I'll point out is this is going to be crazy. I have not seen The Orphan, but I know I got spoiled on the big twist of the movie. So that's why I was okay with watching the one that came out last year. And I enjoyed her performance. And plus, I hear nothing but good things about The Orphan. So I just need to give that the official watch. But without knowing more, I'm going to put her right in the middle there at Dry Fruit Loops.
It's a good spot for her. It's a good spot. Hey, great performance, though. Got to give the shout out there for sure.
I believe her name is Isabel Furman. Furman, yes.
Yeah.
Furman, German.
Thank
So let's see here. Brad, who I feel like we need to go someone major here.
Do it.
Oh, see, she got me at her smile. Let's talk about frickin' Pearl, man. Frickin' Pearl. See, this one's going to be tough for me because she plays the same character, but just different ages and different approaches. So I just got to combine everything into a ball here. Man, how can it not be Tutti fucking Fruity? That's all I got to ask is because Mia Goth brought this character to life and made this character pretty much this character is going to be a icon staple into the horror genre, I feel like, in many years to come. And it's all because of Mia Goth and her portrayal for Pearl. Very psycho, especially when her dreams get crushed. That's when all hell breaks loose. So personally for me, she's a Tutti fucking Fruity.
I got to do it too. I got to meet you there because X, she's, I wouldn't put her that high from X. No, but you bring in fucking the Pearl movie, and I think she should have been, I think she should have got some Oscar love, a little nomination, maybe at least. I thought the performance was that good. Yeah. There's a couple people on this list that's like that. A couple people won, but she did not. But I put this performance right up there with Kathy Bates, man. I think it's so good. She brings this character to life. And even though, a lot of times when your villain is your protagonist in a movie, like it is in Pearl with her, you still kind of empathize. You feel bad for the character a little bit at times. They usually, humanize him enough to where you feel like, oh man, I feel bad. This is going on in their life. You never really feel that way in the Pearl movie. You're just like, damn, she's fucking crazy. What the fuck's she doing now? She's got this pig that's been sitting out here for 6 months. There's maggots and shit. They're like, she's going to suck this guy in to, and fucking kill his ass. Like, she's just so freaking batshit crazy in this movie. And Mia Goth really fucking makes it, man. You couldn't do it without her. I think, again, she's got to be there. I think Tutti fucking Fruity all day, just for her performance, really, and the way that she brings that character to life.
Dude, absolutely. And I like how you brought up the she deserved a nomination for the Oscars and for any kind of movie award because she absolutely deserved it. So again, that's why we created the Real Horror Awards because we'll fix the wrongs that Hollywood does not want to fix itself.
Mm-hmm. She is one of the best actresses that's just been no attention from the mainstream media. Obviously, she's killing in the horror community. Everybody knows her name, but you don't really hear her come
she
up.
is kicking it right now.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Oh, wait, is that too soon?
Oh, gosh, damn it.
We're hopefully those allegations are false, so we're hoping for that for her. But if not, that'll be a whole nother topic. But Brad, go ahead, pick another character, and I'll check on the Jen for check poll.
Jill from Scream 4. Let's go ahead and talk about her.
That's very interesting. I didn't think you were going to pick her. I thought you were going to force me to pick her.
No, I'll pick her. I just, again, decent character. I just the ending, the twist when she's revealed as the killer, and it just gets silly, man. And I think it kind of ruins it. It ruins the credibility for that character. She's not bad. She's fine. She's probably, one of my least favorite killers in the Scream franchise, though. I love the actress. I think
Emma
she's done a lot of Emma Roberts. I've really enjoyed her in American Horror Story and other things that she's done. But I can't put her any higher. I think I gotta put her at They're All Gonna Laugh at You, man. She's just, when her motivation, I want to be a star. I just don't like it. And then she's throwing herself all around the room, and I get it. It's smart, but yeah, she didn't finish the job first. She's a fucking idiot. So let's go ahead and put her down there for me.
All right. And where are you putting her at one more time?
They're All Gonna Laugh at You.
Okay. Well, I don't think they're going to laugh at her because, and plus, Brad, she is a star, so we need to put her right there.
Get the fuck out of there.
I'm joking. But I actually am the one that actually likes what she did in the third act of the movie because when I saw this for the first time, I thought they're doing like, oh, they're going to set her up, be the next Sidney Prescott, carry on the franchise, hoo-ha. Kind of like what we were supposed to be doing with Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega until a certain movie company fucked that up. But I thought they didn't fuck this up But they did do the twist that she is one of the killers. And I think what she does was awesome. I think her reasonings behind of why she did what she did are good. I just don't think they were good for 2011. I think they would have been better suited for the 2020s because that's more of an actual approach to try to get famous, especially with more people doing YouTubing and TikTok and try to get noticed. Jill would easily fit in, but it was 2011. I think it was a little too early for her. So I will meet you there with they're all going to laugh at you.
Zodiac says we should put her under fucking idiot. She wasn't wise. She didn't finish the job before she threw herself all in the room. Sydney was still alive. And then she killed her freaking partner.
In defense, though, I thought she stabbed her pretty good.
Yeah, but you still gotta before you commit, you gotta make sure. Like you can't just fucking throw yourself in tables and shit and not
Double
make
tap?
sure. Yeah, you gotta double tap that.
You got to tap it.
Which I mean, you know.
Oh god, bro, you ain't fucking right. Let's see here.
If you got this,
hey, friggin' what about Juggernaut? That's what Sydney did. She drank Juggernaut. So Jennifer checks 10 votes, 70%. They said that she is steaming, and I couldn't agree more because it is Megan Fox.
Okay, yeah, put her up there. I don't disagree. Again, I just don't remember, but I know she's a fan favorite for sure. Everybody talks about her, so I think that's a good spot.
She and Amanda Steinfeld, beautiful. But anyway, so let's see here. I'm trying to think here because we need somebody needs to be as known in at Annie's, man, and I feel like I know just the person that needs to go down there.
Hit it.
It's going to be Mary Shaw, because first off, I like the movie Dead Silence, but the twist they do at the end of Dead Silence was a pretty interesting one. I was like, oh, that's cool. But I'll be honest, I just don't anytime I think of this movie, I don't remember her at all, except just maybe that one scene where you kind of see her picture right there. But other than that, her story's not that interesting to me. I feel like this is just an example of a movie they were experimenting with before they brought movies like The Conjuring and Insidious and all those other movies by James Wan and Lee Winnell, which Brad Lee Winnell had a birthday, I think, yesterday.
That's a happy birthday I want to send out.
Yeah, because Brad loves Lee Winnell, but trust me, I wish Lee Winnell, James Wan had more to do with this movie, except using this as experimentation. So not much I remember about her. So in my opinion, she goes as snowed in at Annie's.
I'll go. Jamie Hart said this. She said Mary Shaw is boring. I agree. I don't think it.
That's really the word I was finding.
Yeah, the part about this movie that's decent, that's scary, is the dolls, which again is is her thing, but still, as a villain, she doesn't stand out. And compared to the other people on this list, again, kind of like the nun, Annabelle, she's down at the bottom. She's kind of a generic little possessed, classic little like possessed doll kind of thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like you don't want to make noises near Mary Shaw; she'll cut your tongue out. But outside of that, that's all I can tell you about her. I'll put her at the bottom. I'm good with it.
What are you talking about?
Slice that tongue right out of there, man.
Yeah. Hey, have you ever heard of Lin Shay? Oh, no.
You couldn't do that anymore.
No, damn the bad luck. But Brad, you are up next, my friend.
Okay. Billy's mother.
Yes, Mrs. Loomis.
Yeah. What's it? Debbie Salt, whatever her name is. Diane
Sawyer wannabe. Yeah, Debbie Salt, I think.
Yeah,
man,
Mrs.
wow,
Loomis,
I need to rewatch it.
Again, kind of like Jill, we got to put her at they're all going to laugh at you. I get her motivation. The motivation's good. I like that part of it. The twist was good. And that's why she's not at the bottom, because I like the fact that they tied it to the original movie. The motivation makes sense. But again, you don't really like, she's randomly in the movie throughout. You don't meet her till the very end. And at that point, it's just, she's not there long enough to be a true like villain of this movie. Of course, she's a ghost face killer. She's pulling some strings. She's working with the other dude. But I just can't put her any higher than that because of that. Again, she's good. She's compelling, but again, in comparison, she's not a standout like these people above her. So I'll put her down there.
Dude, I'm going to put her right there with you, Brad, what you said. They're all going to laugh at you because, again, you're right. I like her motivation because what's the best motivation in a horror movie? Good old classic revenge. Because that kind of like explains everything. Like, it also makes a justification. Like, yeah, you know what? Maybe I can go this route of revenge. Like, because some people take revenge to a whole nother level, just like she did. But you know what? I just can't forgive her, man, for one simple fact. Do you know what? That one simple fact, I cannot forgive her.
What's that?
She killed fucking Randy. This
I know.
bitch. But I do like her motivation, so that's why she's not as snowed in at Annie's. So I'll put her right there at they're all gonna laugh at you.
Yeah, in comparison, I like her more than Jill. The motivation makes sense.
Now hold up. Wait a minute.
As a killer, I mean, like Jill was probably a better character throughout the movie. Jill was a fine character throughout the movie, and I think her being a killer could have worked. But I don't know. I just like the motivation. I like the connection to Billy Loomis. I like that a little bit more. It's a little bit more personal. So, yeah, I like that. Okay, so yeah, your turn now.
Yeah, my turn.
Yeah, my turn.
So, okay, Brad, you mentioned earlier. Sorry, I'm sorry. I was just want to make sure I actually want to go with who I want to go with. Yes, Brad, you mentioned earlier about wait, which actress here? Mia Goth. She should have won an award like for the Oscars and at the Golden Globes. The person I have marked right here, she deserves it as well. Her character's name is Red in Us. Even though here's the thing for Brad, and I just actually now thought about this, is Red actually a villain?
That's a good question.
Because who we thought is Red wasn't actually Red.
Yeah, I mean that's a good point. But you know, the same can be said for other people on the list. But
right.
But yeah, I mean, I think she's still. It's a matter of perspective, right? Because again, to the other version of her, then yeah, she absolutely is a villain because she has the life that she wants, and hence the switch and all that stuff that goes on from that. It's a twisted thing because it's like, okay, who's right, who's wrong? You got it's that's the one thing Peele does good. I don't love this movie as much as I did when it first came out, just because I don't know. It's not. It's kind of I wouldn't say it's boring, but it's like it's a little long. It drags out a little bit and scenes. But yeah, the idea of that though is that you have this person underneath you that is the same person as you, but they're stuck down here while you're up there living, and you take their life. Are you really the bad person? You understand the motivation, but yeah, you just fuck them. But it's also like, that kind of shit happens in real life too. Not the whole tunnel thing and swapping and tether people, but the where you have to make that decision where it's like, am I going to try to take this step up and fuck that person? But either way, it's a compelling thought. I like that. And who is the villain there? That's a question. That's one of those philosophy questions. You could do a whole book on it. But yeah, I think, to a certain degree, she is.
All right. And where would you like to place her? Because for me, just because, Brad, can you even begin to pronounce this actress's name?
Lupita Nyong'o. No, Lupita Luago. Lupita
Waluigi.
What is it? What's her last name? Lupita Nyong'o. Yeah, Lupita Nyong'o. Okay,
I would trust your word for it, but I'm going to place her, and just because I do love her performance, but again, the complexity of her character of is she a really good person or is she really that bad person? So I'm going to put her at Dry Fruit Loops.
See, I like the complexion. I do.
You always like complex things.
Again, I think she's the best part of the movie.
Oh, hands down.
She's the part that stands out, and again, the motivation is awesome. It's because again, you could relate. If you were stuck in the tunnel, you'd want that opportunity.
Yeah, especially you're tired of eating rabbit.
And with I think with the performance and everything, I got to go shine up steam. I got to do it.
Okay, and you know what? I don't mind to meet you up there. I think the acting she did in that movie, and she got gypped of a nomination. I think we just need to give her our own particular nomination right there. So I'll move it up there with the shined up steam. But Brad, just that kind of with us real quick. I thought the first half of the movie was a golden reel, 5 out of 5. But then when they focus like on other people, that's actually where it dropped for me for like a 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah. Well, there were some entertaining scenes there when they go over to what's her name
Oh,
from
everything
Invisible.
with Elizabeth Moss,
Yeah,
like
Elizabeth
perfect.
Moss,
That
yeah.
was awesome. But it's just stuff after that. That's where it lost it for me in the movie.
It just, I think every little segment kind of drug on a little bit too long and made it a little bit. The
Agreed.
pacing wasn't great for me, and that's why I mean, it's still a good movie. I don't hate it, like it a lot. I just, it doesn't compare with Get Out for me, and I didn't like Nope, but that's beside the point. We're not talking about that here today. But
I'm kind of surprised you don't like Nope because it's pretty much like Jaws.
yeah, I didn't get that vibe, but I just thought that movie was boring at the end of the day. But yeah,
Someone in the chat, I gotta get this comment real quick because let's see here. SPC Unleashed. This is Austin. What's going on, man? As long as Rose the Hat is the very top tier, we can still be friends. Stay tuned.
Whip her out. That's my next pick. Rose the Hat.
Oh, you want to go ahead and do it? Fine. We'll go ahead and do it while Austin is here. Rose the Hat. So, Brad, I just got to ask you because this is your pick. You explain to everybody why she only deserves to be the best of the best.
Tutti fucking fruity for Rose all day. Again, dude, Rebecca Ferguson, big part of this. She plays the character perfection. She's fucked up the baseball boy scene where she's out there fucking chopping into this kid, and she's just fucking loving it. She's just soaking up his steam. That's a great fucking scene right there, man. But this is, I mean, she plays the character to perfection from the novel as well. Very good, very good. Bringing that character from the book to the screen, does a great job there as well. She's evil as fuck. She's the leader of the True Knot, which is this whole group of people who steal people's, steam from people who shine. From they kill them, they suck their steam, like whatever. She also turns people that shine too if they're dirty enough, and puts them on the True Knot. So that's cool too. But dude, she's fucking undeniably like, yeah. I mean, she's just. See if I can put this into words. She does a great job of being that boss ass bitch, for the damn Bab, if you will, for the damn True Knot. She runs that shit. Nobody's fucking up with Rose. Like nobody's gonna do that. She runs that tight ship, and she's the fucking boss. She's also the one. She gets power hungry in the movie, the book, everything. She wants to get this little girl Abra's steam. She goes through nothing to get it. She'll go through anything she can to get it. She'll go there no matter what kind of line she has to cross to do it. And she's just this great, like super powerful villain that you want to see. And Danny's like, he's the one, Abra's more powerful than Danny, but then Danny is also a very complex character that's trying to help Abra because he's a little bit older. He's got more experience. And you have these two people trying to go up against Rose the Hat. And the whole fucking epic finale there is great. But she just outmatches him pretty much. They outsmarted her at the end, but they were outmatched at the end of the day. But fantastic. And what makes her so good is, again, the other side of the coin. Danny's fantastic. Abra's fantastic. They're great protagonists. You're pulling for them 100%. And Rose is out there fucking coming after him. She's fantastic. She's tutti fucking fruity.
Dude, absolutely she is. And Brad, this is a bold statement right here because I even told you this as we were playing zombies last night. She's almost scarier than Jack. I didn't say that, but what I did say, and I think I actually feel pretty confident in saying this now. I think Dr. Sleep, and here's the deal: Dr. Sleep, the director's cut, is better than The Shining.
It gets a whole mixed match, all this stuff, because you got the book, The Shining, the book, the movie, The Shining, the movie. They're very different stories. Dr. Sleep is very, very, very faithful to the book for the most part. Jack is a completely different character in the book. In the movie, you're comparing those two. Yeah, I mean, Rose is definitely more of a villain than Jack was, because Jack was
more possessed in a way,
preyed upon by he had his demons and stuff for sure. He's not a good man by any means. He tries to be, at least in the book. But yeah, he gets the hotel pretty much fucks him up. So Rose is, I would definitely put her as a better villain than Jack for sure. Yeah, I mean, she's scary. I mean, yeah, she's more powerful. She's way more powerful than Jack. Jack wasn't on top of shit. Jack was prey. Whereas the Rose, the hat, is a predator.
She knew what she was doing the entire time, and
Oh yeah,
that sicko loved it.
Yeah, she's fucking, making deals with people, bringing them into the group, all this crazy stuff. Yeah, she's very cerebral assassin. I don't know, but
it's time to play the
game. Yeah, I mean, she's wicked smart. She's beautiful. She's bad. Like somebody else said, Jamie said that.
Guys, he just loves Rebecca Ferguson.
Not a lie. Not a lie at all.
And guess what? How do you not love her, folks? She makes every movie better. Mission Impossible. Like she does make every movie better. But here's the main thing, and because Brad pretty much just nailed every reason I was going to give it her Tutti fucking Fruity. It's just I want to go more on that baseball field scene because that was the scene. Fortunately, where a lot of people in the movie theater left the theater because they were so disturbed at that scene. And guess what? She's a villain. She did her job. You're not supposed to feel comfortable with all the actions that she does. She nailed that scene to perfection, which I also want to give props to the kid too, because he fucking nailed that scene as well by selling the pain and the just the suffering that he was feeling. I want to give credit to him with that. But yeah, it just sucks though that Dr. Sleep didn't get its true praises as roses. Sorry, Rosie, I gotta borrow your rose for a minute. Didn't give its full rose just because it came out in 2019, late 2019, which is a little bit of the global bastard, but it was more like people just weren't giving this movie a fair chance, and that's unfortunate because this is definitely one of the great horror movies of all time, which I will even say now, I definitely am 110% saying this. This is the best horror sequel movie of all time. It's Dr. Sleep.
Yeah, I mean it's outstanding, and she actually is. She's terrifying. She's scary. Like she's actually like, you take up all these fantastic villains that we have here tonight. I'd say probably like 99% of them you can empathize with them a little bit. Like you see that human element. You understand their motivation. You see where they're going. There's a couple of people, two of the people named Rose, that you can't do that. She's just pure evil. She's just fucking, there's no reason to her madness. She's just, she's powerful and she's taking more power, and she's, it's fantastic to see that. And dude, I tell you, complex. Yes, she still has some complexity there, because she does very much care for the people around her. Her true knot, that's her people that she's trying to protect too. She's also got to worry about doing that, and keeping her people in shape. But dude, she's fucking from anybody not in the true knot. She's a fucking
like you don't fuck with her.
Yeah, pure evil, man, pure evil.
Yeah, and guys, you could obviously tell like we were so ready to talk about her, like because even when he texted me this idea, he instantly go roast the hat. I went, you damn right, has to be roast the hat. Like absolutely. And wanted to get this real quick because this is one of our traditions here. Mellow Mutant, hi, first time here. Well, welcome, Mellow Mutant. We got the open door policy here at Good Real Hunting, so stay as long as you like. The door will always be open for you. So everyone in the chats I've already seen is doing a good job right now. So just in case if you haven't, make Mellow Mutant feel welcomed, and welcome to Good Real Hunting.
And I had Mel Mushroom tonight.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
My man, this is probably the person that you spoke to.
It might have been.
So, it might have been. Brad in the Beldon, hot take real quick, because Brad, I know you love The Shining. After reading the book, I give the film a 3 stars. I'm not going to be that crazy. It's still a 5 out of 5 for The Shining, but here's the thing, though, and Brad can easily explain it too. Treating the movie from the book is not really a fair thing to do.
Yeah, that's true, because I'm with you. I mean, it's not a faithful adaptation of the book at all. And I do love the book. It's one of my favorite books that I've read. And, I love what they do with Jack in the book. I like that they do make him more relatable, a little bit more humanized, a little bit more like, like he's trying to do the right thing, and he falls victim to the hotel in the novel. But I look at the movie And I was the same way. The first time I read the book and then I followed it up with the movie, I was like, what the fuck is this piece of shit?
Wait,
But
what did you say? What did you say?
hit it.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
But then I had a paradigm shift and I was like, okay, the movie's telling a different story. It's not the same Jack from the book. It's not trying to tell the same story. So I can look at them as two different things, and I appreciate them both for what they are. And The Shining is one of either number 2, number 1, my favorite horror movie of all time, one of my favorite movies of all time, and the book is one of my favorite books of all time. Both very compelling stories. But yeah, I'm with you. If you're trying to compare it to the book, it's not going to be going well for you, for sure.
Yeah, and speaking of one of his favorite movies of all time, you see that big ass poster of Jack behind him. And Brad, do you actually have the Christmas gift near you?
The Christmas gift. Yes. No, it's hanging up. It's on the wall.
Okay, Ben, we're not going to mess with that hidden gem, but you need to post that sometime just because I want them to see what I got you because it's awesome. So Braden, interesting take right there. Metal Mutant, I want to make sure you get here and I want to address your comment. I like Scream 4's ending more than 6. I do too, but I love Scream 6 more. Like, it's my second favorite movie in the Scream franchise, but I definitely do like the ending of Scream 4 more just because just technically it makes more sense. And it just delivered more in a little bit.
Yeah. Scream 6 kind of takes that Scream 2 ending a little bit too much. Yeah.
And dude who loves movies, what's going on, man? Don't forget the roundhouse kick that like button.
Yes. Thanks, dude.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I gotta be careful because I always pull my hip right there. So and Blu-ray says, I just realized that Joe Pesci's clip is from Tales from the Crypt episode.
I'm sorry. I'm sitting here thinking about pulling your hip, dude. I'm like that. I was like,
yeah.
It's not because a muscle.
Brad just wants me to injure myself. What a dick. Like so all right there. So but Cody, what's up, my friend? And we cannot wait for you to make your introduction to Good Will Hunting when you present at the Real Horror Awards for a very important category for Best Leading Actor. So we're so looking forward for you to doing that.
Absolutely, man. Can't wait.
So, all right, let's get back. I know we talked about Roast the Hat. We just love Roast the Hat on this channel. And Brad, we're going to have to do a Dr. Sleep watch party soon.
Oh, it's coming for sure. We're going to bring Chris on for it, though, for sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We have to bring on Chris because Chris loves that movie, too. But, Brad, from one iconic bitch, let's just go to a straight-up bitch here. I'm going to go with Juno from The Descent.
Oh, I hate her, man. I hate her.
Dude, I know. Like, first off, she looks amazing. Like, she's beautiful. But her intentions and what she actually did, it's a really bitch move. And she's almost close enough to a elite category I have. But I'm not going to say that I kind of hate saying that word. But it kind of begins with a C. Bitches? It kind of begins with a C, though, but I'm not going to say that word. But she is close enough to join that elite class of C words, but she's still a major bitch because, like, if you sleep with your best friend's husband, yeah, I'm going to freaking hate you, especially how much we like the main character, too. But I will say Juno is a badass as she's killing those crawlers in the movie. So I'm not going to give her a Tutti fucking fruity, but my guts tell me shined up steam, so that's where I'm gonna go. Where would you put her?
She also leaves that chick to die down there, man.
And she killed that. Yeah, she freaking what a bitch.
I mean, she could have fucking
and she lied about it.
Yeah, she could have fucking finished the deal there. Like, I get it. Like, you don't want to kill your friend, but you just fucking killed your friend and now she's suffering. Just go ahead and kill her. Or something, do something.
Killed me for a contact part, but anyways.
Yeah, I wouldn't even need the motivation. No, but yeah, so I can't put her that high. She's one of the most hated people on this whole list. She really is, because the shit she does kick a little of ass in there. She does help out, and she's one of the protagonists through most of the movie. But I just she doesn't have. I'm reserving my top 2 tiers for people that are like fucking
same as me, but it's the cleaner version.
No, not necessarily the level of evilness. That plays into it as well, but also somebody who just fucking runs that shit. You know, all these people up here do that. They're the people that fucking, you know, they're the ones that are, you know, like, you know, they're making this, you know, she's just, you know, basically another, you know, a character that turns evil at the end. She does some fucked up shit. Of course, she's very hated on the list, but I think I got to ceiling her. I got to cap her off at Dry Fruit Loops.
Ooh, yeah, we're definitely putting that to a poll.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Ooh, see, I agree with Jamie there. I pull up Jamie's comment, which sorry, that freaking batch of a freaking my freaking ass wig always makes me laugh.
Juno deserves to be snowed in with Annie. True story. She could use a good ankle smash.
Ooh, excuse me. All right, I got that poll. So go ahead and vote away, everybody. And Brad, I'm gonna grab me another drink, but go ahead and pick your next person at least.
My man. Let's talk about Megan.
There we go. Talk about that AI psycho.
Yeah, we popped her in here. Technically, she is a cyber,
AI.
AI organism. What they call it in Terminator? Cybernetic organism with human tissue, and over liquid metal, whatever. I don't know what. Uzi 9mm long range plasma rifle. Yeah,
dude, we're just gonna download that clip. Like, it's not gonna be there. It's just random times you're just gonna hear Uzi 9mm.
No, Megan's actually. I liked her as a villain a lot. I think, again, I like the characters. I like the protagonist she's going up against as well. They're both really good. And then she's good because she's like, she is like a Terminator, dude. Like, she's smaller, she's a little bit quirkier, but she can, like, you know, she can read how scared you are and shit, like based on your facial features and all that stuff and your temperature. She puts all that together in a list, like a, you know, like an algorithm. And they're like, okay, you're 78% scared, you're 12%, you know, whatever. I like that. That was a really cool sequence. I thought, you know, she's always a few steps ahead of her opponents. She's very sneaky in the way that she's killing people, kind of like Chucky was. Yeah, Raymond, she did rip the fuck out of that ear on that one asshole kid in the woods. That was cool.
Ooh.
I like the fact that she's like a younger, like a girl, like a 12-year-old, like she's kind of a 12-year-old girl right here. Like, it's like, she's like, you know, because you think she's innocent, you think she's fine, but then, like, she's out there fucking ripping ears off and shit and ripping off those paper cutter things and chopping people. Like, all that stuff is great. It's fantastic. Again, I don't know. I feel like I should probably put her like in the middle. I don't want to go higher than that. But then again, the performance was also really good from the voice actress that did the role and really the role itself. All that was really good.
Well, actually, and Chad, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't believe that is a voice actress, though.
They brought in an actress to portray her, right?
Oh, you know, okay, no. So I apologize. You're right. They did bring in a voice actress, but the one actress that actually played her, I thought she did a good job too. And I believe actually that is the sister of McGraw, the girl that plays in the Black Phone.
Oh yeah. Okay, cool. I didn't know
because
that.
I do remember something like that.
I mean, honestly, she's really good. As a villain, I'd almost be compelled to put her up at Shined Up. I think she's good. She's always a few steps ahead. You know, she's better than Chucky from Child's Play 19. From 19, just 19.
Unfortunately,
definitely better for that. She's got some good kills. She's pressure washing people. You know, trying to get that bacteria out of your ear. I'm compelled. What do you think, Birdie?
You want to know what I think? I'm glad you asked that question. Do you know what I think?
What do you think?
I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Man, I'm just kidding. But Brad, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put her at Dry Fruit Loops, and here is why, okay? Because here's the problem. This is the best female horror villain. She didn't really start out as a villain. She really didn't start out anything. She just learned, but she learned the wrong way. Like, you know what I mean? Kind of like what she learning, you could actually use that in a better way, in a good way, but she kind of got confused and no one actually like matured or like updated the doll like the doll and it's just like kind of like to learn the error of the ways that she's been causing. Like I get Megan's intentions and all that. All she wants to do is just be the little girl's best friend and all that. Love her to death. But I just feel like it's the same thing with the Chucky doll in 2019. I'm glad you brought that up too, because pretty much identical movie. They just one of them add the Chucky label to it, and that's why a lot of people got pissed off. But it's just, if you just kind of like had this conflicting, like she could have gone a totally different direction. You're not that much of a female horror villain. It's just something went wrong, like a glitch. So I'm putting her personally at Dry Fruit Loops.
Hey, man. Something went wrong with fucking Mama Deadite too. She wasn't planning on trying to kill her kids. But,
she got possessed. That's totally different.
But here's the thing, though. I'm not. Let's poll it, because I'm not totally against going Dry Fruit Loops here, but I do think she's actually quite good. I think, and they're making a second movie. They could continue to grow this character. I think she's better than Esther. When you compare the two side by side. Kind of a similar vibe, 12-year-old girl, but not really kind of deal. So let's see where it goes. But I think she actually kicks ass, man. I think
Fruit Loops and Steam.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, let's see here. All right, I started that poll because the other poll was pretty much done, Brad. For 6 votes, 66%. Juno is Fruit Loops.
Okay, let's put her down there.
Actually, kind of surprised right there. I'm pretty sure people just hate the bitch, so they want to put her as low as they can go.
But she's just not like, she doesn't run that shit. She's a side villain, if you will.
Hey, Gator don't play no shit.
Yeah.
Or as I sent you earlier, Birdie don't play no shit. So, all right, but yeah, be sure to vote and see where Megan goes. Is she Dry Fruit Loops or she shined up Steam? So, Brad, let me go ahead and pick this next one here. And this is actually probably my most interesting one. I'll go ahead and throw this hat out here. And that's going to be Baby Firefly.
Oh,
and
God.
The answer is going to shock you. You ready for this one?
Hit me with it, Chewy.
She's going to be they're all going to laugh at you.
Whoa.
Here's why, okay? Because she is a famous horror villain, but you fucking love her. Like, that's the thing. And you're not technically supposed to love a horror villain like that much. You're supposed to hate them. But I just can't help but love her. And the only reason she's not snowed in at Annie's, she absolutely does some horrific things and horrific acts. So that prevents her from snowed in at Annie's. So she definitely got the villain part down. It's just you can't help but cheer for her for what she is doing. So that's why personally I'm putting her at they're all going to laugh at you.
I hated her ass. I absolutely did. Yeah, because she was fucking twisted, dude. She was fucking like, especially Devil's Reject. Now, granted, yes, I hate her, but I love her. That group, the Devil's Rejects, if you will, that trio, fun group. But they're
Summer
also
Bash winner.
But I remember
Summer Slash winner.
They're so horrendous. They're so fucking evil, man. They're so sick and twisted. I think they're fucking so good. Because the first time I watched Devil's Rejects, I was so on that freaking William Forsythe train, man. As much as I love seeing the characters and I was entertained by them, I was like, I hope he kicks all their asses. When he strapped them down in those chairs at the end and lit the place on fire for whatever dumbass reason, I was loving every minute. He was stapling them with shit and the fucking feel like vengeance. How was this girl? She's gonna staple your asshole. And he didn't say that verbatim, but something like that. And and he gets the taser out and he's just fucking like, I fucking loved it. I loved every bit of that vengeance I was feeling because they killed his bro, man. They killed his ass dead. Oh, so I thought she was a hated character. That whole trio fucking hated him, man. Now I love him, but I hate him. I will say she's a little annoying in House of a Thousand Corpses. I think she's perfection.
Yeah.
I think she's perfection in Devil's Rejects. Perfection. 3 from Hell, Raymond just mentioned she's the best part of that. Yeah. I don't count that movie, though. I'm not even going to talk about that. But yeah, she was great. By far her best role. By far Rob Zombie's best character. One of his best characters that he's ever put out there. I'm tempted. to do it. I'm tempted to throw. I was going to go Shined Up Steam, but I got to go I gotta go higher.
You're not going to do. You're not what? No, you are not going to do what I think you're going to do.
I don't want to. Yeah, I got to do it. Tutti fucking fruity, man. Tutti fucking fruity. Get out of here.
We're going to have to put that to a poll.
Fish boy.
So, but yeah, that's why I was reading Jamie's comment right there. Just wanted to highlight that for a minute. And
here's the thing. She plays it so well that you hate her so much, but you are having a good time. She's so entertaining. She's so weird and crazy. And I did think about putting her down in Shined Up Steam because of House of a Thousand Corpses. But she's still good in that. Remember the beginning of the movie where she's like playing that, like, oh, ha, 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 kind of like, oh, come over to my
that
place.
laugh is what bothered the shit out of me.
The laugh is so fucking good, though. It's so good. She goes for it, dude. At the end, chase me with your tail, you see a little rabbit or whatever. I can't remember. Not good.
Silly rabbit tricks are for kids.
Yeah, she's crazy.
Blu-ray, that's my second for Sherry Moon Zombie. I think her best one is actually in The Lords of Salem. Oh, hey, balloons. Hey there. To correction from earlier, Raymond said this is talking about Megan. The one that plays Megan, the robot, is a trained dancer. The other girl was Black Phone Girl's sister, like the one that she's friends with, like the main
okay, gotcha.
Character.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
okay,
that's
cool.
McGraw. Okay, so thank you for that clear up there, Raymond. But Brad, so we're gonna have to put that to a poll. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this one because this one's dominant for Megan. They're putting her at Fruit Loops, 71%.
Okay. You know the rules. Just put all 4 of those in the poll.
Do what?
Tutti Fruity, Shine Up Steam, Draft Fruit Loops.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. I was about to say, what the fuck are you talking about? Let's see.
You got to fill the gap.
Yeah, of course. All right, so Baby Fireflies. So I'm just gonna go 2D Steam Fruit Loop and laugh at you.
Yeah, Jamie Hart. We like to get fucked up and do fucked up shit. You know what I mean? I like when she's talking to Roy out there. She's like, "Are you going to invite me to your room, or is my brother going to fucking shoot your head off, or whatever?" She said. Yeah,
I'm going to invite you to your room. Like,
yeah, she plays that like provocative, girl there, but then she twists it, and then she's like this fucking psycho dude, like fucking like she's definitely, I think, the best part of any Rob Zombie movie as far as a character is concerned, I think. So yeah,
especially first Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Brad, let's do this freaking saga right here. Let's talk about Margaret White. This is the mother of Carrie White from the movie Carrie. Let me go ahead and say she's just I feel like she has the best intentions for her daughter in her own unique way. But if you just ask everybody in the horror community, this is our first original Karen in the horror genre right here, because absolutely she's just batshit crazy and she thinks she's right, and she's going to harm you if you disagree with her. So just for that alone, but other than that, I'm going to go with Shined Up Steam, at least. That's what I'm going to go with. That's what my gut is telling me.
I'll put her there. The performance is great. Obviously, a lot of lists have Carrie as a villain, actually. When we're putting this together, I saw that Carrie was listed.
I saw that too, and I don't think that's the case.
No, I don't think so. I think
wouldn't you go insane when people bother the shit out of you and pour pig's blood all over you?
She's somebody that was just pushed too far. And yeah, I guess if you're in the auditorium that night, she would be a villain. But
it could have been me in high school if someone poured pig blood on me.
It could have happened. So it's I don't put, but her mom, I could see it. And yeah, I like the performance a lot. I like all of that. So I think I'm good with that.
Alrighty. So we'll put her right freaking there. So Brad, what is the next one?
Let's go with the one from,
because we're about to get we're pretty much into heavy hitters now.
Let's talk about Reagan. Let's do Reagan.
All right. And we had a little well, not a confrontation, but just like, does she really need to be on this list? Because technically, Paco is what I like to call him, but Pazuzu is the real villain in The Exorcist. But however, she is just so recognizable as this picture right here, where I got the mouse at right now. It's just that's all you think of, and it's a girl, so it counts. So, Brad, where does Reagan need to go? That pea soup eating mofo.
Peas of shit. Peas of shit. That should have been a tier. Peas of shit.
Shit.
Yeah, same rules apply as Mother Deadite. Obviously, she's got the same thing going on. Possessed, can't really control her actions. But again, she's the iconic part of the movie, and she's the one that you don't want to go. You don't want to go in her room. Very effective. Man, it is weird how you twist it, because if you're talking Paco, obviously Paco gets, Paco's hated. We don't like Paco. Reagan obviously is still, it is hard to put in a tier because you don't know, but iconic, scary as fuck. You don't want to okay. Mother Deadite, same rules apply. This isn't your mom. It's your daughter that's possessed. It's your daughter that's fucking throwing fucking. Is it even worse than being your mom? It might be even worse than being your mom, as far as a villain standpoint goes, because she's throwing fucking dressers at you and shit, fucking cupboards, if you will, just chucking them right at you. She's fucking, doing crazy shit with crucifixes, doing spider walks, the whole 9 yards. She's fucking crazy in the movie. I got to put her with the Deadite, Mother Deadite. I think it's same tier. Shined up steam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's where I go to, because again, the only reason that holds her back is just we know that's not Reagan. If Reagan wasn't possessed, she wouldn't even be on this list. So we can't really put her fully at 2D fucking fruity, even though she's just iconic. Her iconic status is 2D fucking fruity. But if we're just tackling the meats and taters, or in this case, the pea soup in this manner, we got to go with the shined up steam, because I agree with you, because she does fall along the category lines of Mother Deadite.
Yeah, same rules apply. And I think, again, you kind of you take the performance into account. I think there's a very select few people that's going to be in that 2D fucking fruity category for me, because you take all of it into account. Those two people are up there. So yeah, I her performance was good. It was fine. It's not groundbreaking. It's not, and she's not so villainous that she's that rose the hat category. So yeah, I think, let's go shined up steam.
All right, and we're Brian, we're going to instantly end the baby firefly because it's not even close.
What is it?
2D fucking fruity.
Yeah, I love to see it. Thank you. I love it.
So there we go. And then let's see here. We put Reagan right there, so she's good there. So is it my turn?
Your turn now.
Okay. So Brad, let's go ahead. Well, yep. But Brad, before we pretty much tackle the more iconic people left, let's go with what Brendan Meacham said earlier at the very beginning of the stream, because I was actually surprised he mentioned her. And so we got to talk about her, man. That's Lola Stone. All she wants to do is go to the freaking prom, man, and the loved ones, man.
Yeah.
That's all she wants to do.
That's what she wants to do. And she, by golly, she does it.
Yeah, in the most disturbing way possible, too. And plus, we all knew when we first watched The Loved Ones, something was really off with this chick, but we didn't think just the level she goes in this movie made you legitimately say, what the fuck? And you remember it. And those are pretty much the special ingredients you need to be a memorable female horror villain. So, but I don't think she's perfect, even though her actions really are close to perfection. So I'm going to go with shined up steam for me.
Yeah, I will meet you there. That movie was fucked up. Okay. God, it kept taking these twists and turns and weird ass shit. That weird ass relationship she had with her dad. Fucking weird, man. I gotta say, again, the thing that kind of holds her back is the protagonist. He was fine. The dude, decent enough. You just didn't care enough to really make her be that that top tier villain, but she was very solid. When the dude was fucking in the car with his girlfriend and she's out there just watching, standing at the window, weird, dude. Like that was at the beginning of the movie. But dude, did she? Yeah, I mean, she goes for it, man. Somebody said, Brandon said, Lola's anti-Carrie White. Yeah, she is. She's kind of the same. Kind of the same thing. She's just having her own prom. She's not going to go to it. She's not going to risk the pig blood thing. And she's got fucking. I'm not gonna spoil it because there's some twist towards the end.
Oh, dude,
Jamie just
a big twist. Yeah, you gotta watch it.
Yeah, because I was gonna say it, but Jamie just said, "What's this movie? Haven't heard of it." I don't want to spoil it for you. Go check it out because it'll be worth the watch. It'll be worth the watch.
Yeah, it's called The Loved One. Yeah, Blu-ray just said it best. It's The Loved Ones. It's not an Austria film. It's an Australian horror film. And Australian, I'll actually give them a lot of credit, Brad. They make some really underrated, underappreciated horror movies.
Oh yeah, I mean, talk to me. Talk to me.
Yeah, Talk to Me one, The Loved Ones, the fun movie of Bait 3D. If you just want to have a fun shark movie in a unique environment, that's an Australian horror film as well with my lovely girl Sharni.
Are you sure these aren't Austrian films, Birdie?
No, I am 100. Fuck you.
Let's put another shrimp on the bobby.
No, let's fucking die.
Gotta put that clip in there from Dumb and Dumber, dude.
Shrimp on the bar, man. But okay, but she deserves to go there. So, Brad, you are next up. We got 5 iconic ones left.
Okay. Let's go Pamela Voorhees.
Ooh, okay. Oh god, sorry, I'm getting all choking up, bitch, because she's one of my favorite icons ever. So, but Brad, where do you put her?
Here's the thing about Pamela. Betsy Palmer killed it. She was fucking iconic. Obviously, one of the most iconic.
She was the Mia Goth of her generation.
Yeah, I mean, in this particular movie, yeah, man, she was fantastic. Coming in there hot. There's a couple things that hold her back for me from being top tier, though. One's being the fact that we don't meet her till the end of the movie. Mm-hmm. She gets about 10 minutes of screen time, and most of the time she's just tossing yarn with Annie across the street or whatever her name was.
Adrian King.
Alice. Yeah,
fuck that bitch. Talk about a horror feeling.
Yeah. They're throwing yarn. She gets hit with yarn. They're slapping each other and stuff like that. So you never really get that chance to truly just fucking hate her. You don't. And plus you get her motivation, which is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. Mm-hmm. You get the revenge plot and all that stuff. You obviously, she's great for that. You get that. It's very understandable. That's a good part of her thing. But again, you don't meet her till the end of the movie. I think that's something Crystal Lake, the series Peacock, is working on, A24 as well. Mm-hmm. They could fix that. They could make her a more compelling character, a more complex character. But because she comes in, she only gets 10 minutes of screen time. I'm going to have to go Shined Up Steam. She's great. She's fantastic. But I can't put her at the top of these other people. I just can't do it.
To my surprisement, Brad, I agree with you. She goes to Shined Up Steam because, yes, does she deserve Tutti fucking Fruity? Absolutely. If anyone puts her there, absolutely 110% would agree or would not even object to that. But you pretty much hit the nail on the mark here. If she would have been in the movie longer, she could have possibly got to Tutti fucking Fruity. But we only, like you said, Brad, we only get her for like 10 minutes at the end. Excuse me, like 10 to 15 minutes at the end of Friday the 13th. But the thing is, though, while she's still this high up, what she did, Betsy Palmer, was still freaking memorable. And like her reasoning behind what she does, like her villainous acts, are totally understandable because I'm pretty sure any mother would almost do the exact same thing if I knew some camp counselors were too busy wooing versus saving Jason. But again, it's just those things that if you understand a villain's actions, first off, that's good storytelling and all that, but it also holds it back a little bit for being Tutti fucking Fury, for being a true horror villain. So Shined Up Steam, it's the perfect place for Pamela Voorhees to be.
Plus, she killed Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, and everything's better with bacon, but so it makes Pamela Voorhees, it must make her vegan.
Now, again, I think after this series comes out, Crystal Lake,
she
could move up. She could move up. I mean, the character is interesting. We just
I thought Freddy versus Jason was going to do it, but apparently it didn't happen. So
yeah, I need more Pamela in my life. That's a character I'm asking for more of. And I hopefully we get it. I know that Jason's going to be in the series too, but hopefully she gets she
Well,
gets her.
hopefully he's got his floaties this time around. So,
Yeah.
but let's see here, Brad. Let's go with this freaking psycho right here. Let's go with Samara, or not Samara, Samantha Morgan. The freaking everyone's favorite wet girl from The Ring.
She's moist.
I'll tell you. Wait. Whoa. What did you say? I heard you, sly dog. You.
I said she's moist. I mean,
Oh gosh, she's very moist, in fact. But okay, we're not talking about that. That's all over on our hidden channel called Good Real Humping. But this here for Samantha Morgan, though, she is definitely pure evil, man. Well, first off, look at that face right there. Very disturbing, and all it is because of a freaking videotape, and she watch it. You're gonna die in 7 days. So I'm not gonna give her totally tutti fucking fruity because she is giving me 7 days to try to gather up my belongings and just say my goodbyes, dude. My last fan things on the bucket list. But see, I love The Shining, or not The Shining. I do love The Shining, but I do love The Ring on my first watch last year of it. Again, my guts still tell me Shined Up Sting, but I wouldn't mind putting her at Dry Fruit Loops either. It's just I'm going to go with Shined Up Sting because I still thought she's very iconic. She's pure evil. She was born evil, so that's where I'm just going to put her.
yeah, I'll put it there too. Because she's creepy as fuck too. That you got to play that in. I mean, the way she crawls out of the TV at the end, our boy had no chance, dude. He didn't.
Oh, iconic.
But yeah, I'll meet you there. I like that.
Alrighty. And then Brad, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. Who is going to be your last pick?
Let's go with
Because the last pick is nobody's pick, but that's what I mean.
Let's go with Tiffany.
Ooh,
Tiffany.
Dave, you took my pick, man. But you know what? Excellent choice, man. Like, just I got 2 reasons for that right there. But anyways, so why Tiffany Valentine, and where does she go for you?
So I'm actually not a huge fan of the movie she's in. Like Bride of Chucky's decent. It's a fun time. I think it's the best version of the comedic Chucky that we got by far. It's entertaining. But I don't love her. She's iconic, and she definitely was a great addition to the franchise at that point, particularly. But it's still like, I don't know. I think I'm going to go Dry Fruit Loops. I think I'm going to stick her there in the middle, just because I think, I liked her almost more as a person, before she became the doll. I don't know. She was very fucked up then. She had that dude in there. She fucking tied him up and made him fucking well, yeah, they were gonna fuck, but they didn't.
Size that counts, asshole.
But yeah, they brought her back to bring Chucky back, basically. But yeah, I think I'll put her in the middle.
Alrighty, and before that, I do want to say hello to Aaron Click. I saw him in the chat. Let's just pull up this one right here. Aaron Click, what's going on? And guys, if you got sensitive ears, I just suggest covering up real quick because boom, it's Emily. Emily Boomer is here. What's going on there, Emily? How are you doing? I hope all is well. So let's see here. All right, sorry, get back to the right track real quick. And to fix the wrongs that you just made wrong here, Brad, because Tiffany absolutely deserves to be at least to the Shined Up Steam. And here's why. Because again, I know a lot of people are going to put her at Tutti fucking Fruity because she's just pretty much the total package of like beautiful and bad. What movie is that from, guys? Someone let me know in the chat. Beautiful and bad. And that is freaking Tiffany Valentine to a T. She is the actual perfect partner to team up with Chucky. But even though that's the little bit of the problem, though, is she gets a lot of her like lovability and her steam from Chucky, but from being paired with Chucky. How would she have been if she were her totally by herself? I've always been curious about that. But she did get help from Chucky, one of the most iconic horror villains of all time. So that is why, personally, for me, I put her as Shined Up Steam. That's the highest I can give her.
Pull it up, boy.
Yeah, so we're gonna freaking pull that up. And Brendan, let's see here. Everyone in the chat, you get it right. Because you all have been saying Dream Warriors. So great job.
Ooh.
So let's see here. I'm just gonna put TIFF because everyone knows what TIFF is. That's just short for that. So Steam or Fruit Loops.
So
Man,
damn
a
see
lot
the
of
Chucky movie, man.
Hey, we don't count that in here. We don't count that at all. That's not her fault. So, plus you got to remember Cult of Chucky.
That's true too. Yeah, that is
So,
true.
and the
TV
TV
show.
series and the TV show too. So, Brad, I'm not going to touch her because I'm going to let you have her, man. So I'm going to go with Annie Wilkes for our next one here. And this one, if there's an inventor of Tutti fucking Fruity, of not only the candy but the personality, it's this crazy bitch right here. Kathy Bates brings this character to life in a way that I never thought that would even because when I saw Mystery the first time, I thought she was just going to be a very good character. Wrong. An amazing character. Every time you think of Mystery, you always think of Annie Wilkes, especially the freaking sledgehammer sling. And after she causes her chaos, God, I love you. Like, it's just such an iconic line. It's freaking great. And so, Kathy Bates, Annie Wilkes, God, I love you. Tutti fucking Fruity.
Oh, hands down, obviously going up there for sure. When you think female horror when you think female horror villain, she's the first person that pops in the mind every time. Actually, just really horror villain in general. She's the first person. She's one of the first people that pops in the mind. She's just, yeah, the Oscar was well deserved. I'm glad it got its respect back in the day. It doesn't anymore. The genre. Um, Kathy Bates, absolutely fucking outstanding in the role there. Carries the movie. James Caan was great too, but she's the one that fucking she, everything revolves around her, and she makes it she's what makes it. And yeah, not a situation you want to be in where James Caan was, but yeah, he was there nonetheless, and now he's all fucked up. He's all broken up. He can no longer work.
Dude, absolutely. Like, again, if there's even a way to put it in a totally different category, like even higher than Tutti fucking Fruity, Kathy Bates and Annie Wilkes would definitely make it. Along with another character, too, that we gushed over for like 10 minutes on, but rightfully so, Rose the Hat.
Oh, 100%, dude. 100%, man.
So yeah, a lot of people are saying Tutti fucking Fruity, so absolutely awesome. And Brad, before we get to our last one, Russell did ask, has anybody mentioned the mother from Mother's Day? So Russell, let me ask you this. Are we talking about the remake of Mother's Day or are we talking about the original? Because I thought about her, but I haven't seen the remake in so long, so I couldn't remember her. And I've not seen the original, but though I heard the original is batshit crazy.
No, we didn't talk about her. There's a few we left on. We just wanted to keep it around 25. So there's a few we left off.
Yeah,
She was
what are
one of them.
some of those? I had the director from Cabin in the Woods.
Diana out was one I kind of wanted to put in here, but again, kind of a generic, like just possessed kind of thing. You got the chick.
I'm afraid to fly.
Yeah, you got the mirror lady from damn Oculus. You got a few other ones like that.
That would have been a good one.
You got the mom from Ready or Not. She would have been good too. But again, we just wanted to kind of keep it. 25 is usually where our goal is for character tiers.
Ginger from Ginger Snap. That's good one.
Yeah, that's another one as well.
Because that's kind of the Jennifer check of that movie. So
we talked about Bathsheba.
Yeah.
But again, we just wanted to kind of cut out some of those.
I condemned her back to hell, so that's why she didn't make this list. So, Brad, let's go ahead and talk about our last character, and we'll figure out the fate of Tiffany Valentine. Brad, I wouldn't touch her just because I know you would like to touch her. That's Amanda Young from Saw.
Yeah, no, great character. Great addition. Just what the franchise needed to kind of build on in the second movie. She's in the first movie, but as a victim, not as a villain. That's what she becomes. She takes over that role. but yeah, I mean, she's great in 2 and 3. She comes back and the rest of the franchise as flashbacks, but then she's in Saul X as well. She's great in Saul X,
Oh yeah.
aside from the wig.
Best supporting actress nominee too.
Yeah, Shawnee Smith, man, killed it. I think I got to put her at Shined Up Steam. She doesn't run that shit like these people up in the top tier do, but she is very, very good. She's fucked up. I like the way she differs from John Kramer. John Kramer's got his rules, his standards, and she's like fuck that. Like, I'm going to kill this person. They don't have a chance to live. I like the way she goes rogue like that. I think that's interesting. They do a lot of good stuff with her in Saw 3. Saw 2, obviously, she's kind of the one that runs that movie as far as, making sure the game is played out right. A very complex game in the house, a lot of people. She makes it work. So I like her for that as well. But yeah, I'm going to go with Shined Up Steam here.
Nice. I'm going to put her at Shined Up Steam too, and here's why. Because she is a great female horror villain. But the problem is she's not the villain in that franchise. Obviously, that is John Kramer. She's more of what we call the sidekick. If you're going to be the sidekick, there's no way you could be Tutti fucking Fruity. For me personally. But so the next highest I can go for is Shined Up Steam, and she deserves it because she definitely plays by her own rules. And when you break the person that pretty much changed your life, you change his game, you change his rules. That's a very evil, fucked up thing to do. You don't mess with our boy John Kramer and his freaking hobby, man. You don't mess with the man's hobby. It's not carpeting, because I know carpeting. But Amanda Young, though, she's a very good... Oh, God. I know carpeting. But yeah, Amanda Foe, she's iconic in the Saw franchise. So I'll at least give her all that credit in the world. So Shined Up Steam is where she rightfully needs to be.
Shine on, shine on.
So let's go ahead and all right, poll is over there, Brad. 78%. Tiffany Valentine is going to be Steam.
Slap her up there.
So nice. So we got a lot of steamy chicks here. So perfection. So guys, that is our freaking tearing it up with the female horror villains. Let's recap this bad boy real quick. So let me get a deep breath here. All right, that's my ritual for getting my deep breath here. So here we go. Snowed in at Annie's because this is the worst of the worst, and that is Mary Shaw. She absolutely deserves to be there. Boring as fuck. They're all going to laugh at you. Belongs to Valak, Annabelle, Jill Roberts, and Mrs. Loomis. It's kind of funny how both of the screen females are in the same category. Dry Fruit Loops. The middle of the pack, the road there. We got Sylvia from Drag Me to Hell. Octavia Spencer's character of her name is actually Sue Ann, but we just call her Ma because she's pretty much our Ma in the horror genre. So that is in the middle of the pack road there. Ruth Gordon from Rosemary's Baby, the old lady in it. Esther, Juno, God, fuck you, Juno, and then Megan, all in the middle of the tier there. So Shined Up Steam, not perfection, but as high as you could go from not being perfection. That's going to go to Rose from Get Out, Mother Deadite, Jennifer Check, the name I cannot pronounce, but her character's name is Red in Us, Margaret White, Reagan, Lola Stone from The Loved Ones, Pamela Voorhees, Samantha Morgan. We just determined these last two, and that is Amanda Young and Tiffany Valentine. And then, of course, our top tier, the best of the female horror villains, that is going to be Pearl, Rose the Hat, Baby Firefly, and, of course, Annie Wilkes.
I like it. I fucking love it.
Yeah, so that is our freaking tier list. And if you are interested in filling out your own particular tier list, we got the link for that tier list in the description down below. So if you want to fill one out and to share with the class, please feel free to do so. And I totally forgot to switch backgrounds that entire time. No wonder it looked a little funky. But you know what? That's okay, though, because I was having a good time with you guys. So, so there it is. That and Brad, we got some videos going to be dropping the next couple of days here. We got we're going to be doing the last The Last Nightmare Part 1, because that first official clip is going to be dropping on Braden Timmons' YouTube channel tomorrow after he releases that. About 10 minutes after he releases it, we'll release our reaction to it. And then, Brad, this Saturday, I am planning on releasing 2015 for Best Horror Movies.
Oh, yeah, good year. We're picking up steam on that decade for sure, man. Every year's going to be harder.
Yeah, we're getting back to work on that.
Yeah, definitely.
So, Brett, see that he gets it. I like it. And then, of course, Brad, and that's why I got to push it back because Saturday I was going to release this video. Then I forgot we got to support our boy Brandon Timmons, baby. So on Sunday, this is the fun one. This is actually your idea of best moments.
Yeah, top 10 moments from horror movies of 2023. It's going to be a good video. Going to be some good moments we're going to be talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, I said it at the beginning of the show, and I'll mention it now. The Real Horror Awards. I'm going to be creating this link tonight, so you could go ahead and set your notification bells and everything, so you can make sure to not miss this very important event for the channel because we put a lot of work into this project. And plus, we just want to bring this to you guys because there's not a proper horror award show out there. We want to be one of the best horror award shows out there in the YouTube game, and we need your help for that. So come out, support, and this is on February the 8th at 8 o'clock Eastern time. And when I share that link, it would be appreciated if you all can start promoting the show so it could be the best that it can be.
Yes, it's going to be a fun night, just like last year, but even more fun. It's going to be great. Can't wait for it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, guys, that's all we got for now. For next week, we are not sure what the live show is going to be just yet, but that's going to be with me and Brad. If in the following week, it's going to be me running solo dolo, and I'm going to try to figure out either a fun topic or pretty much just it's going to be a hangout. More likely it'll be a hangout because I don't want to do the fun stuff without Brad here. So in 2 weeks' time, I'll just go ahead and say it'll just be a live hangout with yours truly. You can ask me any questions to your heart's desire, or we'll just talk about the Real Horror Wars. We'll talk about whatever we want to talk about. So Brad, that's all I have. Did you have anything else?
That's all I got, my man.
Yeah. Oh, and Chester, thank you, because I have been getting this question a lot. Yes, the Real Horror Awards is indeed going to be a live show, just like last year. So when you click on that link or to set that notification bell, you're going to be noticing that it is going to be a live stream. Because the best shit we do on this channel is live. So,
yes,
all right.
Absolutely.
And let's see here. Yep. And yeah, that's the thing, Aaron Click. Best hangings and horror hangouts. Yeah, absolutely. We definitely love to hang out. Oh my gosh, I just thought of something terrible. So I'm going to get out of here. So, Brad, please get the last word because you do not want my last word.
Bathsheba!